Hello friends, welcome to Text Coder. In this video tutorial we are working with PHP and MySQL, in which we create a dynamic web page which holds the data and which is used for our CRUD operation in database. For this, let's start with coding here. In the text editor, we save our file in htdocs folder, which is in XAMPP server. I create a new folder here for CRUD, and in this CRUD folder we create index.php file. In this index.php file I create a form here. In body tag we create a form. So friends, we already discussed form tags and HTML basic tags on our channel. We have videos there and I paste links of that video in the description. You can see that videos. After the form tag we create a table tag, and in the table row we have ID and we have text boxes, text, and we pass the names, respectively names for each text box. For ID, my text box is ID. So friends, this is structure of my table. This is my table's one row. I copy this row and paste this for how many times, which kind of fields I am using in my table. I write here a name. My third field is age and next field is salary. Friends, we have all the text boxes and I change the respectively names of this. Name for age, this is age. After that, salary, and after this I again copy a row, but now I not create here a text box because we have a button here which holds my save event, which is working for the save. Here input type, button name is push, and its value is save. So friends, this is my script, that is index.php. In my XAMPP server I open my CRUD folder here, and it's by default my index page is running. So friends, this is output of my page. Now before we go further, we create a connection file, a new file, and save it like connection.php. So in this file we make a connection and for this, first of all I go to PHP MyAdmin and we create a new database. How to create a database and how to connect your database to application, this video is already discussed in previous sessions. db underscore text coder is my database and tb underscore employee is my table, and we have 4 fields in my table: ID, name, age, and salary. And now we connect our application to database. In the connection file I write here 4 variables. Username, default user is root, we have password. There is no password in my root user, that's why this is empty. And now what is db underscore name? This is my next variable. Now my db underscore name is db underscore text coder. These are the requirements only to connect for the database. Now we pass here try and catch block. If there is any error, then it holds for that. In the try block, I pass here a new variable and MYSQLi underscore connect. In this, I pass respectively variable host, username, so friends, now we write here echo connect. This is just I pass a message, is my script is working or not. I go to CRUD. This is my index page which we are now created. Now I pass connection PHP. Now this is connected. So friends, my database is connected here with the db underscore text coder is my database. It is connected, and in this database tb underscore employee is a table. So now we go for the save code. To save here, first this is just a designing script. Now on the above side we pass here PHP, and first of all we include our connection file. So friends, this file is in this folder. This is my folder which I create now, htdocs CRUD. This is my connection file, this is my index file. Both the files are in same directory. That's why we pass here include and connection.php. So friends, after that what is there? Now I write a condition if there is isSet method. isSet method is used whenever post event is called or get event is called by using of forms. It holds that event and checks whether it is happen or not. $_post, and now I pass here what is my button name. My button name is push, and in these brackets I pass here again a variables. These variables are like id equals to $. All variables are post variables because we are using method post. This is variable for id, this is variable for name, this is variable for age, this variable is for salary. Which kind of event you are using, get or post, you can write there post or get for working with the variables in PHP. After that friends, now these variables, salary variable has the data which I enter in this text box, in salaries text box. So now we execute our statement for store the data. I write here MySQLi underscore query. So friends, now we pass here two parameters. One is in this form, that is con variable. One parameter is connection, so I write here $connection, and other is a query, that is I want to insert data here, insert into my table name is tb employee values. And friends, if you are not familiar with this statement, we had already uploaded a video of MariaDB and we use all these statements there. You can watch that video for your learning purposes and use that video's concepts in this MySQL. And after values, we are different kind of variables are there. We write $id, and name is there. After that, age, salary, and after that we display message data stored in database. So friends, when I run this script, and for this we just delete this message because it always shown, because this file is included in my main file, index file. So I write here id, suppose I write 1, I write here name, age, and salary. So friends, when I click on save, what happens, my message is there, data is stored in database. And now for check, we open our PHP MyAdmin and click on TV employee, and what you see, after refresh it shows my data, mean to say my data is stored in database successfully. And now after we write a script, which shows my data into a form of table. This is using for the working of display data from MySQL. For this friends, after this table tag, we create another table, and in this table we write the sequences like id, name, age, salary, and actions. So friends, what is there, I want to show all the data in these fields, and in actions we discuss about actions after just some time when my data is displayed here. And now I again run this this script. What is there, I have id, name, age, and salary. After that friends, now in this table tag, in this row, I again execute my PHP script. For this, I write a PHP, and now I pass here a variable query in which I write select after that I write another variable for just query underscore run. This function runs my MySQL query, MySQLi underscore query. Again we have two parameters, one is from connection type and other is my query. And friends, after that we have a while loop. And according to this loop is executing till my values are in my array, and it fetches the array. In this we generate row for each column. Then we write here variable row equals to MySQLi underscore fetch array, and array is passed from query underscore run. So for this we create echo here, and for making a row we again write HTML. So friends, in this we write here dollar row 0, and we copy this for 4 times, because we have, this is an array, we have 4 fields on every index. So friends, for this, to check whether this is working or not, we have there 2 concepts. We can also pass values here, or we can pass values here. When I refresh this page, what happens? All the data in my this database is displayed here, and I pass another record here. And when I click on save, data successfully stored, and what you see, your second record is already again stored here. So friends, this is the working of select statement. This is the working of display and create. So now why we create action button here? For action buttons, we create here action button because of this. I just pass here this script, and I again run my PHP here. I write echo, again start a new DD table data, and then I stops here table data this way. And what is there now? I again close my PHP, again I open my PHP here, echo, and I pass a table row, and in this table data, after this I create here anchor tag, add it dot php id, and right here edit and close. So friends, for this when I again run my script, what I see in actions, my edit buttons are there, and when I click on edit button, it shows me this data. Okay, thank you friends. In this video tutorial we discuss create and select queries, and if you like this video, then please comment here and share this. Thank you for watching. In next part of this video we use update statement and delete statement. So friends, please see this video till end. Thank you for watching.